South Koreans turn funeral wreaths and K-pop light sticks into political protest tools. SEOUL, 8p. South Koreans are repurposing flower wreaths and K-pop light sticks as political protest tools amid the nation's deepest political crisis in decades. Sparked by President Yoon Suk Yeol's short-lived martial law declaration in December. Hundreds of wreaths, predominantly directed at Yoon himself, have been sent at his residence and government buildings connected to the impeachment proceedings, with some targeting other officials involved in the martial law controversy. Local media estimate the number of wreaths delivered to government offices as several thousand. While many wreaths carry moderate messages supporting Yoon or opposing impeachment, several contain extreme rhetoric directed at recipients. The black ribbon funeral wreaths with white chrysanthemums and celebratory wreaths with vibrant roses and orchids, costing as much as $75, carry messages reflecting Korea's deepening political divide. The protest method has gained traction, with media coverage increasing in tandem over the last few years. A search on Big Kinds, which collects and analyzes articles from over 100 local news outlets, shows wreath protests receive 4 times more media coverage in 2024 compared to 2023, reflecting the method's growing popularity. News articles about these protests started to appear in the early 2010s, though experts cannot specify their exact origin. While dozens of flower shops say they haven't received protest wreath orders, and a handful of online blogs promote wreath sales emphasizing political neutrality, certain shops have become focal points for the movement. Yoon Moo-young, of Seoul-based Dongsung Flower, said she has delivered over 1,000 wreaths since December, exclusively for pro-Yoon supporters. "We've sent out so many wreaths that Seoul is running out of flowers," she said, adding that over 1/3 of her customers are in their 20s and 30s, with orders coming from outside South Korea, including Japan, the United States, and the Netherlands. Even though the form remains the same, the types of flowers or the messages differ, said Choi Hong-sub, a sociology professor at Kookmin University. While wreaths avoid physical violence, the messages on funeral wreaths have evolved into a form of offline hate speech, similar to malicious online comments, but now decorated with flowers. Professor Kim Hoon-sik from Jungwon University said protests remain an isolated form of demonstration limited to certain political groups, making it difficult to gain broader public support. Experts also raise concerns about wreath protests' environmental impact. Most wreaths use cheap, non-environmentally friendly materials that neither help flower farmers nor the environment, said Kim. However, Kim sees promise in younger generations' protest methods. K-pop fandom culture, especially centered around young women in their teens and 20s, is now being applied to political rallies, he said. Last December, outside the National Assembly, where lawmakers voted to impeach Yoon, thousands of people wielded K-pop light sticks costing around $50 from popular bands like Big Bang, NCT, and Epic High during pro-impeachment rallies. Even though these idol light sticks are expensive, people are bringing their most precious possessions to express their opinions, said Hong Gae-yong, a 29-year-old protester, at a December 13 protest calling for Yoon's impeachment. The phenomenon has sparked a protest coalition, with some offering free shipping and light stick rentals through popular resale apps. The crisis began when Yoon imposed military rule on December 3 and dispatched troops to the National Assembly, leading to his impeachment 11 days later. Yoon was apprehended January 19 in a massive law enforcement operation at his residential compound. The Constitutional Court now has 180 days to decide whether to formally remove him from office or reinstate him as he faces potential rebellion charges.